welcome to my channel. So today we are going to be pairing up the Rhythm and Soul Tarot with Jazz Blues Roots Rock and Roll by Stacy Williams. I picked this up on Etsy in her shop. And also I have two of her oracles that she did. She is the creator of the Southern Gothic Oracle. Now this is the first one, so it's the older version, so it has borders. The newer version is like this one. It does not have borders. And this one is the Haunts. All of these are by Stacy Williams. So there's 3 oracle decks that she calls a trilogy. I do not have the third one. I think it is the Southern Botanical, but I do not have it. So we are going to pair the ones that I do have. I'll show you the back of these. This is the Haunts. That's what the back looks like. This is the tarot deck. And the back has a record or an album on it, and it's gold gilded. And this is the back, which is a wishbone, which is just really cute, very southern, of the Southern Oracle. Like I said, I have the older version of this. So she has made her newer version that looks like this, except for it's this. And also there's more cards in the newer version. So... and she has changed the suits. The blues are cups. So I'm not going to read all the keywords. I'm just going to show you how amazing they look together, because I've had this oracle deck a long time, and I got this oracle deck, and I've been trying to find a really good Southern tarot deck to go with them. And I've not been able to find that, not one that I like. And I saw hers, and it's incorporating music and a lot of things in the South, a lot of history, and I love it. I think it works great together, and I'm glad that she created it, and it's very well priced. So anyway, let's take a look. Okay, so we have our Queen of Blues with Hazel the Mummy and the Possum. These colors go well together, I think. And here we got the Voodoo Doll with the 3 of Swords. I believe that is James Dean, with a little tear coming down his face. With the Conjured Spirit. Ooh, don't y'all love the High Priestess? I love the High Priestess. So we have the High Priestess with I don't know if that's Poinsettia or Poinsett Bridge. And I'm just going to tell you the keywords, because I love it with the High Priestess, with Paradigm Shift and Crossing Over. So how cool is that? It's just right up the High Priestess alley. She could just walk through the bridge, or under the bridge, or across the bridge, or float through it, or walk through the water of the bridge. And then we have the Live Oak here, which is my favorite tree. And here we have the 9 of Cups, or 9 of Blues, with the Devil's Chair. Okay, and Black Eyed Peas. I don't know about the Devil's Chair. I haven't read about that yet, but I do know that they said that a lot of singers sold their soul to the devil at the crossroads for to make it big, to be famous in the music career. I've heard that all my life, being from the South. And you don't have to be from the South to enjoy this deck, because I have decks that are based on totally other cultures that I absolutely love, and I learn a lot from them. One of my favorite ones is based on Buddha and Hindu, and not that this is a religion, but you know what I'm saying. You don't have to be from the South to learn and love this deck. So here we have Justice with the Witness. Can I have a witness? I feel like that's what she's saying. Can I have a witness? With Blue Moon. And there's also something cool in this deck that I love, which if you watch my walkthrough, you'll see at the bottom of every tarot card, you get a song, and she has, and it's on Spotify. The list is on Spotify, which I think is just awesome if you're a music lover. Okay, then we have the 10 of Jazz, which would be the 10 of Wands with Plaid Eye and the Psalm book. Rejoicing in faith. That would be the Psalms of David in our Bible, in the Bible. Here we have the 5 of Wands, which is 5 of Jazz, which is conflict, with the Furnaces, which is, you can tell, it's a lot going on over here, heat and pressure. And here we have the Painter, strength and power. The Painter. Okay. I thought it was Panther, but I don't know if that's not a panther. That looks like a bobcat or a mountain lion. She's calling him the Painter, and that's what we're going to call him. In here, we do have the 6 of Swords. She said she's done. She's over it. She's leaving. With the Wampus Cat. He's eccentric and different. With kudzu. And if you're from the South, you know we've got kudzu taking over everything. And here we have our 10 of Blues, which would be the 10 of Cups. With the Talibone. I have not heard of this creature. With Roots. We use a lot of roots over here for medicines in the apothecary, or to do a little crafting with. We have our Lovers with the Conjured Spirit and the Horseshoe. I do have a horseshoe hanging on my little building outside. My little shed. It ain't a building, my little shed. We have the 10 of Roots, which is, would be the Pentacles or Earth, with Hellhound and the Axe. Love that. And here we have the Ace of Roots, which would be Pentacles, with our Grand Staircase and the Mockingbird. And we have another ace, the Ace of Jazz, with the Casket Girls. I'm not sure how to say that. But that is Voyage and Fear of the Unknown, with the Armadillo Basket. Loving this magician. I was trying to say musician because of all the music going on here, but loving this magician here. I think he could whip up some hoodoo really quick. Okay, so we've got our magician with White Bluff Screamer and the Crystal Grotto. Okay, here we have the 4 of Roots, which is Pentacles. I see he has his foot down, holding that money down. I don't know whether he thinks he's hiding it. He's holding on to his, I believe that's a washboard, musical instrument there. I have heard people play the washboard. And here we have the joint snake with the crow. Like I say, these go great together. They do. And we have the 8 of blues, which is cups, with flood. Okay, so we got cup, we got water. That's the element of water with flood over here. Anxiety, torrents, and black coffee, shadow work, and awakening. That reads really good together because 8 is all about leaving things behind, and you're leaving all the negative energy behind and going to better places. And it's departure. You're leaving because things ain't good. They might have been good at one time, but they're not anymore. You've had an awakening over here. Okay, and we have the 4 of axes, which is swords with together forever and abandoned plantation. That death card in the graveyard. So we have crimes of passion. This is interesting. With death and mason jar. Here we have the page of axes with ghost garden and the bride of Annandale. And here we have the ace of blues, which would be the ace of cups, clairvoyant, which is openness and listening, with crimes of passion. And this is just a little short video. I'm not going to go on anymore. I just wanted you to see how well they went together, because I had been trying to find a tarot deck to go with these oracle cards, because there's not a whole lot of Southern tarot decks. Subscribe if you liked it or you want to see more. Comment what you think, if you think the pair well together, or if you have these decks, what you think about them. And thank you for joining me. If you're new here, thank you for being here. And let's build community together. You subscribe to me, I'll subscribe back. If you do tarot cards, we can chat it up. And I love tarot cards. I obviously don't do it for money, but I do enjoy doing it. I love the artwork, yada yada. This is just my thing. So anyway, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope you enjoy this. Peace out, my friends.